Hello, my name is Cicero Scriver.
Okay, wait. You gotta have a happier tone.
Hello, my name is Cicero Scriver, and welcome to my channel. I am 26 years old. I am autistic, and this is a podcast to help people with autism. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. We will talk about autism. We will talk about autism and different ways that they can communicate. The first the first sentence that we will talk about. Autism is a neurological. No, it is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects communication and social interactions skills. While while traditional methods of communication, such as spoken language, can be challenging for individuals with autism, there are new and innovative ways of, of communication that can assist them in expressing themselves and connecting with others. Here are some examples: augmentative and alternative communication (ACC). ACC refers to a range of tools and techniques that support communication for individuals with autism who have difficulty with verbal language. ACC systems
Mm-mm,
ACC systems.
mm-mm,
But this what it says. ACC system.
mm-mm.
Okay, what are you?
Look at it again. With the start of the sentence.
ACC.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
okay. All right. AAC systems can include picture exchange communication systems, PECS communication boards, speech generation generating devices, and mobile applications. These tools enable individuals with autism to communicate their needs, thoughts, and feelings effectively. I think I think that tools that can help autistic people or get, especially if they are nonverbal, I think that it could be beneficial to them. There are there is a various and that there is a variation of different people who have autism. Some cannot talk. Some are low functioning, and this could help them.
In what way?
It could help them to communicate their needs better to their peers, their parents, and it, 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 it can help them overall to have a more comfortable life, and
How?
it can help them to have a more comfortable life by getting what they want instead of having difficulties struggling to to tell their parents. Instead of having difficulties to tell the parents of what they need, and it it is it is it will make it much more easier to tell the parents what they need without the without the parents not understanding what without the parents not understanding what they are saying.
What? Okay, go ahead. Uh, elaborate the next sentence.
Visual supports visual supports or visual cues such as pictures, symbols, and written words to enhance communication and comprehension. visual schedules, social stories, and visual choice words are some examples of visual supports that can help individuals with autism understand and participate in daily activities and social interactions. I think that a big group of people, a big group of autistic people need to be together. I think I think that every autistic person needs to come together and help each other up. I think that I think that I think that visual support like I think that visual support like pictures, symbols, it can be it can be familiar to them. It can it can it can it can it can be um, I think that visual support could help them overcome their challenges. It can help them overcome their challenges. It can help them to it could also help them to communicate better. To it could they could they could tap into their talents like art, drawing, like different things like a guitar, piano. It could help them to focus better. They need they need a visual schedule. I think that books, for example, like books that may have pictures in them. I think that it could it could help them to visualize. It could it could it could help them to understand the story better. Social skill training. Many individuals with autism benefit from specific social skills training programs. These programs provide structured teaching and practice opportunities to develop social communication skills such as initiating conversations, maintaining eye contact, and interpreting verbal interpreting nonverbal cues and understanding social expectations. These interventions can significantly improve communication abilities and social interactions in various settings. I think that autistic people could I think that autistic people could benefit from social skill training. I could benefit from it because I am not good socially, as you can see right now. I'm not really good socially when it comes to getting my words out and getting my thoughts out. I need work on it, and this is why I am doing this. Like I am I am also doing this to learn to communicate better with other people. I think other autistic people could learn to also communicate through this podcast. This podcast is to also help autistic people to communicate better.
To do a lot of things.
Yes, it is to help them to overcome their anxiety and their social difficulties.
Everything.
Yes,
Say that.
it is to help them to overcome everything.
Everything that individuals go through within the autistic system. Everything that we go through. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be doing it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I just want you to. Okay, so this is just a test right here, but I want you to elaborate. Okay, what I want you to start doing, I want you to start reading this first.
Yes.
Read the whole thing. It's not that long. Read the whole thing and kind of have a paper over there and jot down what you get from it, what you need to, or you could just highlight what you have here. You know, highlight in the different paragraphs, and you can look at it and say, "Yeah, I talked about that," and then you can elaborate on it. You see what I'm saying? That you can make it the main points
Yes.
to elaborate on as you speak.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
It is to. It, I think that autistic people need to get recognized and
Most
society.
definitely.
I think I think
Society has just put them to the side, like they just thrown them to the side because they don't understand them. They can't get what they want from them. To just throw it away like they don't mean anything. And when your podcast is for this community to come together, okay? So this community being together makes it extremely easy, okay, to go to these politicians and get the things that this community needs. Okay? If it's in specs here, specs here, specs here, specs here, that's individual. This is it's already um, divided and easy to conquer. But by being as a whole, it's like a mountain. Okay? How you knock down a mountain?
yes. I think autistic people work better as a group instead of separate. I think that I think that
That's why your community, what you want from them is signatures for them to like and subscribe.
yes,
Okay? And you will go to the politicians to get what's needed in that community,
yes,
right?
yes,
But I just want you to see alone. But I do want you to elaborate more, like when we're talking. You haven't said anything out of place,
yes,
okay? As long as you, this is a whole, a mountain. Just remember in your head, can't knock a mountain down,
yes. I think
right?
yeah. I think that
And
autistic.
eventually, this community will be an example
Yep.
to all the other people that are divided out there, right? And they will also come together as a whole, right? Right?
Yes,
And make things better. But there are people out there that can be bought and paid to put something negative out there to make that individual stay there, to make all these divisions stay like they are and be conquered. They have people out there. People are put out there just to start arguments, okay? And to rile people up instead of this being a peaceful come together. You understand? That's what's happening in Chicago, like those gangs killing each other. They're making sure they these people, I believe, are paid to do what they do, right? To keep having this uh, divided and gunned down. People do anything for money, right?
Yes.
All right. Mountain, mountain. We need a mountain out there, y'all. Okay. We are a mountain. Let's do this.
It,
Go ahead.
it's important to note that communication preference and abilities can vary greatly among individuals with autism. Therefore, it's essential to consider individual strengths, needs, and preference when exploring new ways of communication. Collaborating with speech language pathologists, occupational therapists, and other professionals experience in working with individuals with autism can be invaluable in identifying and implementing effective communication strategies.
Okay. I have a problem with that. They want you to think that, okay, they meaning people who don't know shit about autism. They don't have an autistic child and they don't have autism. Okay? But they want you to think that they can just gather up some data, all right, and say, here, this is who you are. Don't let anybody do that. Remember who you really are, okay? Happy feet. You march to your own beat, period, right? The professors out there, okay, so let's just say it like this. The professors and the parents. Right now, the disease that's in the community is making the parents think they don't know anything about this child and someone else knows what is best for them. We're coming after your children. We're coming after your children. Parents are being told by teachers and other people at the school, when this child is here, this child is mine. I do what I want to do with this child. If I want to have whoever come in and naked, they say it, it's okay. So we're doing this like this. I'm taking this time so we can do this like this right now, okay? So that you'll see that this is a podcast. Nobody here right now, and we can erase this. See what I'm saying? But what are you learning from it?
I'm learning to socialize better, and I learned that autistic people need to be in a big group of people instead of smaller groups.
They don't need to be divided. They do not need to be divided. That's why when I started this, I said, look, I said, this podcast won't have anything to do with religion, race, or politics, right?
Just
So the only thing that we're doing with this extremely large community is that mountain, that mountain, those signatures. Then we can go and get the things that we want. It's been done. We just seen it. They even got on TV like they can't be touched, and that's a very small group of people. It make you think like it's big, but it's not. That's why they're trying to recruit as many people as they can into that. We're not trying to recruit. We're not trying to 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 um, to make sure that autistic kids are being born. We're not doing that. We're making sure that we are taken care of. Because, like you said, do you see anything that's being done by anyone right now?
no.
And what are you there for?
I am here
To do
to. Yep.
this. Okay. You have been chosen. I mean, it's probably the last thing that you want to hear. You don't believe it, whatever, you know. But when I sit back and I think about the things that have happened in my life, kind of makes sense. I was going to do something like this anyway. It just happened at a later point in my life. I was just like, here, just sit back, doing nothing. Oh, that's okay. Oh, the music is wonderful, you know. But I was protected. Was I not? Out of all the
Just
shit that I've been through. But don't get me wrong, I've gone through some shit that I didn't want to go through. But I was protected. You seen that with your own eyes. You were there with me. You were protected. I don't think that things happen in a random anymore. Somewhere long down that line, either I was gonna do something significant back then and it would have rolled into this right here, or I was just gonna do this because I turned down things back there. I turned down opportunities. I remember they're coming back to me. I remember. I'm not going to turn down this one. I'm just reminding you that you are as strong as I am, but in a better way because you are autistic.
yes, I think it's good.
Right?
Just
What's good? I'm not talking about this. I'm not even talking about that anymore. I'm just speaking with you as a person.
I think it's good for. I think it's
Okay,
good.
look, forget about the camera. Think of these people that you don't have to have eye contact with.
Uh,
You understand what I'm saying?
Just
So you can kind of speak freely and kind of be yourself and not so animated, right?
yeah.
You don't even have to look at the screen if you don't want to.
I think it's good to be autistic. I think
Well, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's good to be autistic. It's nothing wrong with being autistic,
it's
okay? But people out there try to put down autism like, oh, I'm so sorry. But sorry for what? I've had people tell me that. Oh, you poor thing. Poor thing about what? Where are you here?
Is
The last paragraph?
this
Okay. No, you're not.
uh,
Are you?
this
All of that? I missed it. Okay, go ahead.
yes
Oh, let me read. You read the alternative communication?
yes
Okay. Go ahead. Read it.
it's important to note that communication preference and abilities
Preferences.
preferences and abilities can vary greatly among individuals with autism. Therefore, it's essential to consider individuals' strengths, needs, and preference when exploring new ways of communication.
Preferences.
Preferences when exploring new ways of communication. Professional.
Mm-mm. Where are you?
I am at
No. Collaborating.
oh, collaborating with speech language pathologists, occupational therapists, and other professionals experienced in working with individuals with autism can be invaluable in identifying and implementing effective communication
Stop.
strategies.
Okay. All right. And what time is it? How many minutes did you put in?
31. Oh, it's up at 27 minutes.
Mm. Okay. So, okay, you could go ahead and turn it off now. So you can see the significance